You can now make online payments to University of Moratuwa via GovPay.
Let me lay this out clearly. This road repair initiative, which was valued at over 3.5 billion rupees, had been fragmented into 741 sub-projects and registered at the Provincial Council with the intent of urgently repairing 53 roads damaged by floods. However, an independent analysis conducted by students of the engineering faculty of the University of Peradeniya back in 2013 flagged a potential cost of around 1.17 billion rupees. In which year was this project established? In which year was this project implemented? The project was launched around 2011 and 2012, specifically aimed at rehabilitating roads that sustained damage during the 2011 floods. Yes, the project started in 2011, but formal approval was granted on February 17, 2012. On that very date, 24 other projects got the green light. It says that approval will be given for the implementation of the following projects. The letter reads that approval will be granted for the implementation of the following projects, considering the availability of funds and provisions from the Treasury. Out of the 58 roads identified as damaged, 53 were selected for repairs with a revised budgetary estimate set at a maximum of 5 million rupees.
According
to the available documentation and records, it appears that the project was indeed commenced before formal approval was granted. It should be noted that the 53 roads were subdivided into 741 individual project components. This pattern potentially indicates financial fraud executed under the guise of infrastructure development. Certain roads needed 6 inches of gravel to be reinforced, but estimates were prepared for 1.5 feet of gravel. Additionally, recommendations made by COPA in 2017 appear to have been deliberately disregarded, allegedly under the influence of political figures, namely Duminda Disanayaka and Veerakumara Disanayaka. In a COPA meeting of 2019, discussions reportedly took place to reverse these recommendations made in 2017. How many contractors were involved in this matter? There were 7 contractors involved in this matter. So the 741 sub-projects were distributed among these 7 contractors. Is it true that these companies did not meet the required standards? That is correct. The companies were not qualified.
එහෙම සුදුසුකම් නැති construction ආයතනයක් තෝරාගත්ත නිලධාරීන් කවුද කියලා අපිට අනාවරණය කරන්න පුළුවන්.
ඔව් පළාත් මාර්ග සංවර්ධන අධිකාරිය
The approvals were granted by the Provincial Road Development Authority. However, the then acting general manager has since passed away. Prior to his appointment at the PRDA, he was employed by the Mahawali Development Authority, where he was accused of using state machinery for unauthorized excavations in Polonnaruwa and Ampara in search of treasure. Legal proceedings were initiated against him and he was subsequently dismissed from that position. However, he managed to secure a position at the PRDA by suppressing these critical details. Who appointed him to that position? He was appointed by the former chairman of the PRDA. Do you recall his name? Unfortunately no, but his surname was Semasinghe.